Hello everyone, this is yet another special episode of the channel, and this time we will be talking a little bit about the Ontology of Value Test, also known as the Odyssey test. And I have to say that last 2 years were 2 years of hard work, and I was working a lot on developing the concept and doing field research, researching human motivation and the roots of human motivation, and also the scope of possibilities in the job market, the bottlenecks and pitfalls at different career tracks, and working with a lot of people on the content, and then analyzing the data, creating the model, building infrastructure, etc. And in the process, I forgot about one thing and one thing only, and that was my own taking the test by myself. And I was only told this by my friends in the recent few weeks once they started taking the test all by themselves and telling me, hey, this is spot on, I learned so much, or this was an eye-opener, I understand myself better right now, what's your result? And I was like, hey, I forgot to take the test myself. I was so focused on others that I forgot about myself. So I had to fix this, and I was curious about my own results, of course. So this is it. Today I woke up early morning, I took the test, and in this episode you will find all my journey and my results of the test and my own reaction. So here we go. It's 7 a.m. Sunday. I decided to take myself by surprise and do this test just right after I wake up. So I don't have time to really think about it. I just wake up, sit by my computer and do it. And I prepare myself a coffee. Cheers, and headphones. I'll just put on some nice music, maybe Tiesto, my favorite music for work, and here we go. Let's see. Moment of truth has come. Let's see who I am according to my own test. Cheers. Okay, so now I have to fill in my own data, read the instructions carefully, just like everybody else. Now I try to forget that I pretty much wrote all the questions and all the instructions, so I'm just trying to put down this part of my brain that remembers everything and treat this test as if I never saw it before. Question number 1, quite irrelevant. We have August. August in the Netherlands is a dead season. Nobody works in August, so I can relate. August was always peaceful, so I used to be the only person at work who was still in the office. Yeah, what would I do actually? I think I have an idea. That's an interesting one. I think my answer would change here, since a few years back I was much more into getting praised. Now my praise is my bank account. If someone is willing to pay me for my service, I don't need to hear compliments anymore. So I think now I don't really think, and I'm not really looking forward to get praise like verbally. But I was one of those people, I think, when I was especially a teenager, who was looking forward to praise a lot. With this one, I also changed. I used to be a person who had a very clear view of what I want. I thought when I was in academia, I had this picture, I want to be a university professor, and that's a very clear goal. And now I think more in terms of, okay, I have a plan for this year, and then we'll see, because the next steps will depend on the results from the projects this year. Whatever goes well, I will follow, because I have to communicate with my clients. Whatever they want, they need, I have to adjust. I serve to others. So if they think, okay, this test is great, then I will do more tests and help them with more problems. And if they prefer my writing, I will write more text, and maybe they prefer my videos, well, then I will make more videos, or whatever else. Maybe I will work with teams to help them understand each other better. It really depends. So now I don't really need that like long-term planning in the perspective of 10 years. And now I embrace the uncertainty, I think. So the fact that I don't know what I will be doing in 10 years is more exciting than scary, I have to say. So I changed completely. Oh yes. How often do you come up with creative solutions? All the time. I have this problem that even when I'm taking a shower or or a free day, when I take 3 days, I usually have the best ideas, and they literally bomb my head. That's why I'm afraid of taking 3 days. Yeah, I always had this problem. Huh. I would say all of these. I have all of these. So hard to choose. Oh yes, one of the most iconic questions from the whole test. I would tell myself all of these. But I think for me, personally, yeah, I worried a lot. But some of my worries came true. So I hesitate between study and plan. I would say plan because I basically I think my biggest mistake was that I was not changing plans when the situation required early enough. So I was sometimes there was time to quit and realize that uh, like the path I was going was not the right one, but I was just I was taking way too much time for taking a decision, or I was listening to advice from all of those who were saying, "Come on, take it easy. It will be better. It will be better." While it was clear to me that it won't be. So I would say, don't plan or don't stick to your plans so much. Just change your plans when necessary. Don't plan too many years ahead. Oh yes, another one out of my favorite questions. What do you notice first? Well, I used to indeed notice social relations between people first. You know, like there's the stereotype that women always see who sleeps with whom, and that's the so everything that people don't say, yeah, it's obvious from their body language, and yeah, I think yeah, that's my favorite thing to observe people. That's why I chose the profession I chose. And that's another iconic question, which clearly shows the difference between experimental groups. So let's see. What do I think? What is the primary reason why we shouldn't steal from others? Well. I always believed in karma, so I think I'll choose that one. Lastly, my favorite question. Well, I always thought if only I knew the future, I would be fine. I would just make the proper investments and forget about stress and just do what I enjoy doing, which is work, anyways. So I think I would just go with the Well of Time. So let's look at the time. I spent 1 hour and 40 minutes on this test, which is, I think, within the average, as most people spend between 1.5 and 2 hours altogether. So I think this is like an average score. So knowing the questions didn't really help to get faster. Maybe it was because it was early morning as well. So let's see what I've got. A moment of truth, and this is it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, like exactly what I thought about myself. Actually, when I was trying to guess what I would get, I would say probably a creator and investor, and these two probably would come on top. I'm just not sure which one would come first, which one would come second, and maybe linchpin as well, because I like connecting people as well. But I thought creator and an investor would be the top two, and that's exactly what happened. And it's even higher than I thought. I thought I would score 90 and more, but not 99. So I'm like, whoa, this is. I mean, I don't know the parameters of this test. It's 18,000 numbers, so I didn't have knowledge which answers are, which answers to the questions score for what role. So I didn't have bias really. Oh, I'm also an achiever apparently. That's, well, I don't really feel that competitive. Maybe this is something I press on myself to be better than yesterday, but I don't really compare myself too much to others, honestly speaking. I always try to find niche projects and avoid competition. So I didn't really think about myself as an achiever, but I had it in the back of my mind that it might come high as well, just because of this ambition to be better than yesterday. But I had a presumption that I would score low as contributor because I don't really like to be anonymous in projects, and missionary, like working one-on-one with people I like, but this is not my preferred way of working. So I thought it would be low. Um, and specialist, I wasn't sure. Specialist, I would expect a little bit higher because I'm a researcher after all. So like I created this test, so I also worked out how to do the data science behind it, how to construct it. But at the end of the day, perhaps I'm not indeed, like I don't enjoy that much going deep into one problem. I'm generalist, so I like analyzing like very high level problems with, and multitasking. So perhaps that's why. But whoa, I'm clearly an investor and I'm clearly a creator. So yes, I'm happy. It's these results are higher than expected. I didn't think I would be in the like top 1 percentile. So it's cool. And the other parts, entrepreneurship, yes. I mean, I'm a top 0.04%. And I think I treat it more like a disease and a curse than a talent or a opportunity, because I always make these choices that require risk, and I put myself in so much trouble in life because of this like edge for and this craving for doing entrepreneurial projects. So it put me in more trouble um, than anything in life. But okay, well, now I know. Now I know the data, what the data says. So the data says like this is my fate, apparently, and freelancing also. So these two often come hand in hand. Like at the moment I'm solopreneur, so I'm someone in between freelancer and entrepreneur, and academia as well. Actually, this is a bit surprising because academia, like I left academia, I didn't like the system. So the fact that I would do well, well, maybe I would do well if I get to the level where I'm independent, because from this test it's clear like investor and creator are two most independent roles. So I think I'm quite independent, so it seems. And I think in academia I would do well if I reach the point where I'm already getting independence as a professor, as maybe assistant professor. So if I took one of these more senior positions, then I think I might be fine in academia. But the problem is I would never get there because I would not get through this postdoc phase. I would burn out already at that stage. So this is a bottleneck. So I feel this is why the results came as such. I can understand them, but I know that in academia I would probably like drop out halfway anyways. So that's my problem. And I tried it already. I wanted something new in my life. I'm happy with my choices. So academia, by academia, like not for me. And startups, okay. I also tried to be a startup member as a member of a core team. Yeah, I also felt like, ooh, it was like maybe in a category, maybe, not necessarily yes 100% for me, or no 100% not for me. Yeah. And consultancy companies, corporations, I knew corporations would be on the very bottom. And the same about public institutions. I mean, I cannot see myself working as an employee of a public institution. I would just feel I died already. Like, that's not for me. I have a great deal of respect for anyone who works in public institutions, don't get me wrong, but it's completely not for me. I would suffocate. I knew that. So I'm not surprised with the results. Altogether, I think this is exactly 100% what I think about myself. And it's my like biggest blessing, and also the biggest curse to be like this, because it's so clear that I have like specific type of mentality that just doesn't fit. Like I could never fit as a contributor in the public institutions, for instance. That's why, yeah, certain career paths are definitely closed for me. I would never ever make it, and I know this. And unfortunately, I'm one of those people who have to take risks and go their own way. And I knew that from the start. That's why I started the company, and that's why I decided, well, I have to take the hit. I have to do risky stuff. I have to suffer from uncertainty, because this is me. I cannot be any different. I was born this way. So I'm happy with the results. I kind of, that exactly explains a lot. Okay, so this is it for now. I'm happy and relieved, and now I know that I chose the right way. I chose the right path. So this is it. it seems I'm doomed. I will make it as a company owner, or I will die. I don't know, but that's how I feel. So thank you so much for your attention, and of course, if you would like to take the test, please find the link below. And if you took the test by yourself already, please share your results below and let's discuss. And please let me know what surprised you, what you agree with, what you disagree with, what you learned, and maybe what decisions you took regarding results. Please let me know below. And if you would like to learn a little bit more about the methodology behind the test, and also the literature behind it, and the background, and all the steps we took to develop this test, please also take a look, because I recorded 1 hour of a lecture about it that is also available here on the channel. So of course, please, you're welcome to take a look. And thank you so much, and take care. Have a good day.